Alrighty, welcome back to Twinning Out Loud. We're on episode 2. Wow.
I know, I'm excited.
I know.
We're doing it.
I know, I still have to keep practicing not looking at the laptop and look up at the camera, so we'll see. Maybe I'll just look at you. So how's it going since our last episode? You good?
Yeah, I mean, the daily craziness, but nothing too out of the ordinary. I guess one of my twins took a pretty hard spill this weekend, so as my husband said, I'm not built for boys. I'm very used to my daughter, who's like, so good about like being careful and watching where she steps. And my boys are not. They go hard at everything. And he snuck behind someone and tried to get out the door and boop, face plant.
Was it your twin A or twin B?
Twin A.
Yes.
He's the daredevil.
Really? My twin B is the daredevil.
Yeah. My twin B's like emotional and like cries a lot and wants to be with his mama.
Maybe that's a little pulse check we should do with our audience. Is your twin A or twin B the daredevil? What's the difference? My twin A is the more sensitive one. My twin B is like, I'll jump off this and not think twice.
Yeah, that's my twin A. And I think I've read a lot about like things on the twin pages you find, and everybody says it's the twin B that is the daredevil, and it's just not that way for me.
Well, you guys let us know, is it your twin A or your twin B that's your daredevil? Yeah, and we'll kind of do a pulse check there. What Facebook groups did you use when you were pregnant?
Oh, yeah. I had, actually there was one for 2024 twin moms, so I joined that one. And then there was the Twinacity, I think it is.
Okay, cool.
And then there was like I think it just says twin mom support page.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about you?
There's a Mo-Di. So my twins, since they were identical, they were Mo-Di because they shared a placenta. So there was a Mo-Di Facebook group for twin moms, just because twins are high risk in general, and then when they shared a placenta, it was a whole nother layer of risky business. So yeah, that Facebook group helped. I'm actually still a part of it, so that, yeah.
I actually joined a die one because my twins were die, so they did not share. They had their own separate placentas.
Yeah, see, actually that's a good point, because yours were fraternal. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
There's actually a 30% chance that fraternal twins can be identical. Mine are very not identical, so that's clear. I don't need a blood test, but I have found out through my Facebook page that 30% of die twins can be identical.
Wow, yeah. That's because there's 3 types. So that I know of, and I'm not a doctor by any means. There's 3 types that I was told of: the die, the Mo-Di, and then the Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my best friends growing up are identical fraternal twins, like fraternal.
That's cool.
By like having their die, but yeah, they look identical.
What so like let's just dive into it then. Well, how was it when you found out that you were pregnant with twins?
Shocking, to say the least. So we were sitting at the first scan, super excited. My daughter I was pregnant with my daughter right around like COVID time, so my husband couldn't come to my first appointment, so he was super excited to come to the first like scan for what we thought was one baby. And the ultrasound came in and put the probe in and was like, oh no, something froze. And I looked over at the screen and I was like, that's weird. I was like, for a second there I thought I saw another gray space, but I was like, nah, couldn't be. So I just like waited, and she had to restart the computer and she walked out of the room. I didn't say a word to my husband because I was like, nah. And she came back and checked again, and she went, all right, and there's 1. Oh, and then there's 2. And I'm pretty sure my husband saw a ghost. He went pretty white. I went, I did see what I thought I saw the first time. And we didn't speak for like 24 hours, my husband and I. We were just like in shock. Like I didn't know what to say. We called my parents, and my parents were like, why are you calling? Why didn't you just send a picture of the ultrasound? And I was like, we're having twins. And my mom was like so pumped. She was like, yes, I knew it. And
oh my God.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. And of course my dad was excited too, but my mom was like, yeah. And yeah, my husband and I still hadn't like really talked to each other. The car ride home was silent. And then the first thing I remember saying to him was, we're going to need 2 high chairs. And he looked at me like I was nuts. And he was like, that's what you thought of? And I said, yeah, like our kitchen's just not that big for 2 high chairs. And that was the first thing I was thinking of because we were standing in our kitchen when we talked. And he was like, okay, we'll leave it at that. And then we told my husband's parents and they were like, no way. Like they were like just as in shock as we were.
Hilarious.
Yeah. How about how you found
out? Yeah, so I actually had a weird feeling that I was having twins. So like I was super sick. And you know like when you start seeing stuff a lot and for some reason it felt like my whole twins don't run in my family. And obviously identical twins don't, but twins don't run in my family. It wasn't even a thought that this could ever happen, but for some reason I kept seeing things about twins. I was like very sick, more than I was with my first. And we were 5 minutes away from the appointment, and I was like, you know what? I think it's twins. I'm just saying it out loud so I'm not a crazy person. And my husband goes, if it's twins, I'm getting a vasectomy. And I was like, yeah, okay, we'll just watch. So then we went into the appointment, and my doctor was just like, all right, I'm just going to check around, make sure there's not anything else in here. And she stopped, and she's like, so there's another baby. My husband and I just looked at each other and started laughing. And she was like, are you guys okay? And he was like, yeah, she just said this in the car. She just said that she thought it was twins. And my doctor goes, well, it didn't happen in the car, but that's hilarious. I've known my doctor since I was a teenager. I am glad it was her, because you don't know who you get for those appointments. I am so happy that it was her.
It was all just fate.
It all just like worked out, and we didn't even go to our normal office. We went to an office like 30 minutes away because that was like the soonest opening. Oh my God, it was hysterical. But yeah, I mean, obviously we were very excited, but in a state of shock. I think we were just more shocked that we said it before the appointment. I think if that didn't happen, we would have, but I said it.
How validating, though, that you were thinking that. And then,
like, I'm psychic.
And thank goodness you said it, because you literally would have like, nobody
knew.
Yeah, nobody would believe that I thought I was having twins.
Like 5 minutes away from the appointment. But it was honestly funny. And I remember us coming home, because we had just bought our house, but we were living with my parents until we could move in because we were running it back to the previous owners. So we were just, and I remember coming back to my parents' house. My dad was like, how was it? So I showed him the ultrasound, and he didn't really see it. I'm like, Dad, do you see anything there? He's like, why does it say A and B? I'm like, there you go. And then my mom, I was trying to wait for her to come home, but she was taking forever, so I called her. She texted me, how was the appointment? I called her. She's like, how was it? Everything okay? I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's twins. And she's like, no in way. And just started. Yeah. So, yeah, it was pretty good. I did tell them to like wait on telling people only because when we were at my appointment, that's when we found out. My doctor was like, it's looking like there's 3 different types. Like, it's looking like they're mode die. So, like, we just have to get you to a specialist or an MFM. I was like, okay, sounds good. But so we knew it was like a little riskier. So we were just taking some time. But yeah, it was really exciting.
And you weren't high risk with your first, right?
No.
Everything went like smooth.
Yeah, everything with Parker was smooth. So yeah, to definitely go back to be in this, when you find out you have to like go every couple weeks, was a little much.
Did you feel like overwhelmed?
Yeah, I think I just wanted answers, because you hear it's twins. I know nothing about twins. And then you hear, okay, well, they might be sharing a placenta, which makes it a little bit more high risk. And I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? So you're just, you spiral. Oh, yeah. And I was like, I'm not Googling. I'm trying not to Google, but you have to Google. Yeah. But I honestly liked that I having that many appointments was hard, especially with work, and you already have a toddler, but I liked it because I knew they were okay. And we'll kind of go into birth stories later in our podcast episodes, but you were high risk with Lainey, with the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I already knew what it was like to have like appointments on appointments, and I was going into our second pregnancy thinking like, I'm going to have a normal one. It's going to be okay. Finding out it's twins and then letting you know like, yeah, they were die, but like you're still high risk because it's twins. You'll still be highly monitored. You'll have to go to MFM all the time. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm just back to my normally scheduled routine. They knew me there. And then by the end of the twin pregnancy, they knew me there again.
Yeah.
So it was like, I knew where I had to be and how often, but I will agree. It's like nice to make sure that they're okay. And we can get into too, like my daughter's like high risk issues, but I almost felt comfort with her too, just getting all of those ultrasounds and having all of those pictures. And then when my friends started having kids, they didn't have them. I was like confused.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean that you don't get an ultrasound?
No, it's forever. It's with like with my first, it was so spaced out. I'm like, well, is she good? Like, is she okay? They're
like,
so spaced out.
Yeah, so I guess I've never had a normal pregnancy. So all of mine have been lots of ultrasounds, lots of appointments. But you're right, it definitely is harder when you already have a toddler at home. And then you have to try to figure out when you can make appointments work between work and having, your other child.
Well, I don't know about you. Like, how did you feel during yours? Like, I was vomiting every day.
Yeah, I was very sick. So I was sick with my daughter too, but not as sick. So I think I made it to like 17 weeks until I felt better with her. Okay. And then with the twins, it was like 18 weeks. So it was right around the same time. But I could like monitor with her. Like when I felt nauseous, I could not with the twins. I was so sick. And I'd get like a craving. And then my husband would make it. Like I really wanted chicken wings. But for both of my pregnancies, I couldn't eat chicken.
Either could I.
Right?
I couldn't eat any meat. My dad was like, this baby better not be a vegetarian because all he cooks is meat.
So I could do beef.
Yeah.
But I could not do chicken.
Wow.
I couldn't do pork. Like anything like that, I was like, I couldn't do. And I really wanted chicken wings. So like he made the type I like with like the seasoning I like.
Okay, Gary, bonus points there.
I was so pumped. I took 2 bites and flew to the bathroom. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I really just should ignore my chicken cravings because they're not real.
That's not real,
No, but yeah, I vomited with them. And the hardest part was seeing my toddler watch me like run to the bathroom.
Yes.
And then we had a baby gate up in our living room at the time still. And then we had moved it into the hallway, and the hallway's where the bathroom is. And she sat on the other side of the gate because I would close it so she wouldn't follow me into the bathroom. And she just sat there and would say, Mommy, are you okay? I bring you water.
Aww.
And she didn't even know what was going on. It like broke my heart. And I was like, I need to stop vomiting.
It's hard. I did it and I like with my first, I was nauseous for like the normal first trimester. Like apples were my thing and soft pretzels. That's all I could eat. I lost 25 pounds. Then with the twins, vomited every day till like the end of my 20 weeks. And I had a similar situation like you. You said you ate the chicken wings. I was craving the appetizer sampler from Applebee's. And I was finally not nauseous for 5 seconds, sat down, ate it. I remember sharing it with my toddler. I was so excited. 2 minutes later, and remember, I'm at my parents' house, so 2 minutes later, I'm vomiting in the bathroom. And I'm just like, my mom's like, are you okay? Because my mom never really got sick when she was pregnant. I'm like, no, I don't know what's happening. And then we moved in here, and I was still vomiting every day. And Tom's like, don't go to pick up our oldest from daycare. He's like, I got it. I'm like, no, or else I'll never be able to pick her up. Yeah. If I don't just suck it up and get through this, I'll never be there to pick her up. So I remember every day I would vomit and then go pick her up from daycare, come home. Yeah, it was craziness.
Yeah. But, and then did you take the medicine that they could give you for nausea?
No, I took it once, and I'll go into that story in a little bit. You go ahead, you tell me why. Did you take it?
I did, and it helped me. I'd still get like really nauseous, and I still couldn't eat certain things, but it would help me to just like take the edge off. Mm-hmm. That like I could like
be a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I still wouldn't feel great, but I wouldn't be vomiting as much, and I wouldn't feel like as nauseous.
Oh, I wish I would have had it sooner. I think I took it around 30 weeks because of Tom went away for a trip, and one of our friends was visiting from California, and she brought a stomach bug with her. And she was vomiting, And then Tom left for his trip before she started vomiting. She comes home and is vomiting. She's staying here. Then I start vomiting. So I called my mom to come watch us. So my mom and dad came because we still had the toddler. Yeah. I just remember my toddler hugging me and like rubbing my head. I was like, "You are precious." We're a mess. But we were just cracking up because she pulled up, started vomiting. I started vomiting. And then my mom took care of both of us. But that was the only time I got the nausea medicine because I couldn't keep anything down.
Well, one, thank God for moms, always.
Right, right.
But yeah, I took mine. It was probably by like 15 weeks. I was like, I like need to
Wow.
function.
I didn't even know it existed then.
Yeah. I think one of my appointments, I just happened to have like a doctor who was like really listening to me that, you know, because sometimes you go through those appointments and even though they're checking everything for you consistently, they don't always listen because they're used to it too. So for me, like my high risk appointments were Tuesdays at a specific office. So, and like you still get different doctors. So I had like a doctor that knew me from my first and was like, yeah, this is probably going to last longer than usual. So like, we'll get you on something. And as I think around like 18 weeks, it finally felt like I didn't need to rely on it, but I still would take it like here and there whenever I felt like that.
Yeah.
That urge coming, I'm like, oh no, this isn't good. And like, I need to function.
Yeah. I loved my doctors. I think I just didn't bring it up. Like, I don't think I brought up that, like, how bad it was. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I was just like, I don't know. I don't think I brought it up. Because my doctors were the ones that I've had since high school, and she's great. So I just don't think I brought it up. That might have been a might be. So definitely bring it up to your doctor. There might be a solution there.
And always advocate for yourself. Always, if you anytime feel like something's going on, it's best.
I just think I had a million other questions.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, I think I thought it was normal. Yeah, I think I just thought it was normal. I was like, this is meant to happen.
I know. I remember like apologizing to Gary a lot. I'm like, I'm sorry I can't help. Like, I'm sorry I can't get off the couch.
Yeah.
And he was great about it. He
When
never
you're
once
tired.
complained.
You're tired.
Yeah, he never once complained, but I was used to doing everything.
Yeah.
And you're very much type A too, so like we're used to just taking everything on and letting it happen. And this time there was no taking it on. Like you're tired, you're extra tired.
Yeah.
You're sick, and
Very
you're chasing
sick.
a toddler.
You are chasing it, and they just want your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old was your first?
She was 1. She turned 2 a couple days before the twins were born.
That's right.
So they were all 3 under 2, yeah.
Yeah, and mine was 2.5 when the twins were born, so I had 3 under 2 also.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the girls
basically
are around
same.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah.
Hence why we're doing this together.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for Mariah, like I asked her so many questions and I'd be like, what do I need? What do I not need? Which we'll get into in other episodes. But like, you don't know what you need until you need it.
No idea.
Yeah.
You have no clue. And like what's actually going to work and then what's just be like the fluff stuff, especially when it's twins. Not everyone has that much space to keep everything. So there's some stuff that you just don't need. And then there's some stuff that like you absolutely do need. It makes your life easier.
Yeah.
But definitely
even
whatever.
as they're getting older, you don't need 2 of every toy.
Yeah.
And I know that everybody loves to give you 2 of every toy because they're like, oh, we don't want the other one to feel left out. But they want what they don't have anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, between the boys, like, one of them will have a toy and you get the exact same one for the other one, but they want the one that the other one has.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you might as well just have 2 different toys that, like, eventually they'll fight over a different one later.
Yeah. I mean, like, there are definitely some toys that you can have 2 of, but, like, we got a Target cart. And Tom said, well, we should get 3 of them because they're all going to fight over the one. I said, no. I said, this is a toy that you don't need 3 of. Like, this is literally a toy that...
Chopper.
Yes, you have 1 chopper, maybe the...
Deuter.
Yes. Like, you don't need this. You don't need 3 of these. He's like, fine, we'll watch them fight on it. I'm like, okay, they need to learn to share. That's normal sibling stuff. You don't need 3 of everything.
One of the cartoons that my oldest watches, that's what they call a deuter.
A deuter. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, you said it, and I was like, what is that? But I agreed. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, so my oldest has a little Target shop,
That's so
like the
cute.
actual like line and all, and you can like move the conveyor belt.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it's so cool.
Okay.
But when she wants to play, she'll be like, "Let's play Target shop. I'm the duder."
I need that link.
Oh yeah, it is so fun. We play it all the time.
It's hysterical.
I mean, she tells me what I can and can't buy, but this Target gives you money when you don't have it. Takes right out of the cash register and says, "Here's the money you have to use." So.
I want that Target.
And no matter how much you buy, always $20. By the end of the trip,
Low cost.
she always goes $20, and she does it just like that.
You're like, I can do $20 because when
can.
I go to a Target trip, it's like I don't like to look at the screen.
Oh no, I'm like, just please, just don't say the number. Let me.
I don't want to look.
Let me
I
pretend
don't want to
that
look.
it's $20. I know.
But all right. Well, yeah. Well, welcome back to our podcast.
Yes.
For Twinning Out Loud, and thanks for sticking with us through the second episode. We'll see you soon for the next one.
Yeah, we'll be back. It's about Halloween time, so we're gonna come back with a little
Oh
Halloween
no.
twist.
Bye everyone.
Bye.